Hi Virgo, and welcome to your October 2021 general reading. So first of all, thank you guys for all the support you gave me last month. It's very much, if you're like running a marathon and people are clapping for you or giving you feedback, it just keeps you going. And it's really, really hard to do these readings when there's not feedback. I just really appreciate everything that you gave me, guys. Okay, you got two Lenormands. I just pull what comes, and two came out. So the first one is the home, 4. So there's something going on around the month of October around your sense of stability and security, your place in the world, your foundations. And then you got the Swans card, so this could be something to, obviously some relationship theme is going on. It didn't come up in reverse, it came up the right way round. We're just going to find out what the cards have to say. I'm still trying to keep them within 15 minutes because I've got a real issue with energy. I don't know if any of you do. Most people, and Virgo, you will, because as a sign, you absorb the collective energy, and God, boy, is it dense. So I'm assuming some of you do have an issue with energy. So the 15 minutes make it more possible for me. So I'm going to pull 7 cards and we'll find out what's going on for you. So 7 cards for Virgo, please, for the month of October. So what you want is the 5 of Swords. We'll find out what it means. No card is particularly challenging. The 5 of Swords is known as a challenging card. It can be there's been a conflict going on, or there's been words spoken. There's been some sort of challenge, or Virgo, maybe what you want to do is take on, I just had a flash, because it's what you want. The 5 of Swords is a card of victory. It's victory. I mean, it's one of these hard-earned victories. After you win, you go, okay. But maybe what you want is to be more victorious in your life. To have some wins, to have some power, to have some, yeah, I did it. Yeah, because that is what the 5 of Swords is. He's won, basically. And maybe there's something that you really desire to win. Let me find out. Now, what's helping you get this sense of victory, the sense of winning something? I did it. I took back my power. Does that make sense? Actually, it does, doesn't it? It's a Judgment card. So the Judgment card is the Rebirth card. So it's the opposite of the Dark Night of the Soul, which the Death card can be. So it can be coming alive again. It's almost Virgo, I've got you, and you're standing up and you're going, yeah, I too am the winner. I too, I have broken boundaries. I've stated my case. It's almost that poem, isn't it? And again, I rise. I just keep rising. I keep staking my power, my authority. Power is not a dirty word, guys. It's power that's not connected with love is a dirty word. But power, when it's connected with integrity and love, oh my God, does the world need that? Oh my gosh, can you imagine? The challenge is a Sun card. Relationships, you've got the 5 of Wands. Don't worry about the 5 of Wands. This is an evolutionary breakthrough card. It's about breaking through to the opposite side. The 5 of Wands is head and heart going in separate directions. It might be someone showing up for you in this way. Money and work, you get the 5 of Cups, okay? So maybe there's a sense of not loving where you're at, and that's why you want this sense of victory. You want this, when you cross the winner's line, it's almost a sense of, I want a breakthrough. I want to break through to the opposite side. But you have got 3 5s showing up, guys. So, and the outcome's the 2 of Cups. When there's 3 5s showing up, the 5s are breakthrough to the opposite side. Now, how the universe works is it sends us signals, and some of these signals might be, because what you're looking for is a significant breakthrough. It's like to stop, because when Virgo's in its shadow sometimes, it can feel not good enough. Yeah, so it's absorbed so many negative messages around its self-esteem. And what you want is a significant breakthrough. I mean, significant. It's like, no, I want to be, you know, I want to break through. I want what I want. And there is support from that, because the Judgment's a really, really powerful major arcana. And it's giving gratitude, which means there's some sort of huge breakthrough coming here. But it might come from you having to exert your personal sense of authority and autonomy. So, no more. I did a similar reading for this for Capricorn, and there's a spiritual practice called giving the cry. So you give this cry that enough's enough, and you goddamn shake the whole world when you do it. It's an energetic shift. So this is what you're desiring. It looks like there's a little bit of so some of the ways the universe might tell you that it's time to break through is so the 5 of Cups in your work. So, oh, like oh, I did all this work and there's nothing coming back to me, or I'm a little bit, didn't get what I was aiming for, is the 5 of Cups. So it's a little bit of energy of feeling a little bit depressed. But that's one of the ways the universe speaks to us, that it's time for a victory. It's time to call on that personal sense of power and stamp your feet and say no more. And that seems to be how this is showing up. With the 5 of Cups, it just looks like there's some sort of disappointment in your money and work. So a classic example is, like if it was me, oh God, no one wants a reading from me this month. So I get a little bit down about it. So there might be something that you're trying to aim for, but you've not quite got the feedback that you want. So make sure you're not comparing yourself with other people, Virgo, because that's a deadly trap. The only person you need to compete with is your own self. And it's like, I'm not fulfilled in the job that I do. Then it's time for me to stand up and own my power. And you're going to be supported in that by gratitude, by developing strength, by saying no more of this. I want to have some breakthroughs. So the challenge is the sun. And you know why I think the sun's a challenge? It's not Virgo energy because the sign before you, Leo, you know, that tends to be, oh yeah, I deserve my place in this world. Virgo is after Leo. So your energy isn't really about stamping your authority in the world. Your energy is not quite about, I too deserve happiness. I too deserve a life of meaning. So you might almost have to act as if. So you practice it. So I think they call it, there's a practice called kidding on your Superman. So walking like a superhero, and you take on the aura and the energy of someone who's, yeah, I don't want to sit in this 5 of Cups anymore. I don't want to sit in a job I don't like, a job that's not fulfilling. And it's not Virgo energy to stand up and declare yourself, now I want to win at my life. And I'm not saying you're going to do it in overnight, you know, the sea is going to part for you. But when you develop a different energetic stance, because sometimes Leo in its shadow can feel better than everyone in its shadow, guys. I love Leo. And Virgo in its shadow feels worse than everyone. And it's when we combine both of them, we move into Libra, which is right relationship. Look at your outcome. So I think this theme of Virgo is like, no, just goddamn no. I do not want to hear that story in my head that tells me I'm this. I want to be this. And it might not feel, it might be like you're having to wear a new set of mountain boots. It might be awkward. It might be challenging. But remember, I always say to you, Virgo, like esoterically, until we integrate the energy of Virgo, we'll never get to the new world we're moving to. Which means you need to bring forward your qualities into this world. The world's waiting, Virgo. No pressure. And it might be having to put on a new set of clothes and just declare yourself. And not I'm the winner over people, just I'm the winner over my own sense of not being good enough. Yeah. Having to put up with situations that are less than perfect. If you're feeling depressed about the work that you do, the universe is sending you a signal, Virgo, that it's time to make a change. Our emotions are our friends. And when we begin to listen to them and follow them and make those changes, is when the miracles start to show up. Five of Wands in your relationship, I don't dislike the Five of Wands. A lot of people do. It's a change. And it's change brought about by a little bit of pressure. So the way it might show up is your heart saying one thing and your head saying the other. It might be, oh, I like this person, oh, I don't. You might be dealing with people who've got this dynamic going on. So the dynamic would be push, pull, push, pull, push, pull, push, pull. Holding back, moving forward, resistance. And, you know, as a reader, that's why I love cards like the Tower card, because it's what breaks through the resistance and it sets the soul free to become everything they were meant to be. Because there's a little bit of energy here, Virgo, about you desiring to no longer be the person that people keep bringing the same old stuff to. But no. I love it. I'm so excited. So the Five of Wands can be about, it could be other people, and other people will be, oh, I love you, no I don't. I want to see you, no I don't. It's a struggle, and it's always about fear. Or it might be you. And then you get the Page of Swords, some sort of communication, but that looks like, because of the Five, a bit of a tension. But I like it. I like it because no one likes tension. So it talks about a desire to act. And if you don't act in the Five of Wands, it's not good. You just have this big ball of tension in your tummy. High Priestess at a soul level. So, you know, you're going into your depths, Virgo. You're in your Pisces energy, examining your unconscious, examining the thoughts that you tell yourself. We think we have a thing called private thoughts. No. It's those private thoughts that dictate the course of our lives. Those private thoughts need to be brought out and examined. And those private thoughts are generally, I'm the worst. I'm the worst. And the outcome's the Two of Cups. Fantastic. And that's why I like the Five of Wands, because it leads to a breakthrough. So tell me a little bit more about this Five of Swords that Virgo wants. Yeah, you want the wheel. You're looking for something to turn itself around here. I would say in relationships, but I don't dislike your relationship energy. In fact, it's quite, I guarantee you there's going to be a shift here. I think it might be around your, what you do with your daily life. Because there might be a feeling of not being fulfilled there, or this isn't working. Virgo, don't try and avoid it. The problem comes when we get these messages from our soul, but we don't pay attention to them. When in fact, you might as well receive, it's almost like the universe might be knocking on your door. Let it in. Let it in. And investigate. Between now and the end of December is a time of change. After that, it's going to get really hard to make changes, Virgo. I am wringing out every last bit of this next 3 months. And Two of Cups is the outcome. I like this reading. This is change brought about by pressure. Okay? But I love it. I'm sorry, I love it because I love yous, and I just know that until Virgo rises up and steps into their power, we're not going to move forward to a new world. We're just going to be controlled by everyone who thinks me, rather than this different sense of energy. Yeah, you're looking for a break, and there's going to be some, but there's still a little bit of a challenge. And around the money and work, there's something that's where you're getting the messages of disappointment, a little bit of depression. That's where your energy needs to go, guys. We ignore our messages at our peril. Listen, below is a link to my website, but also someone suggested I do a buy me a coffee PayPal link. I'd much rather be having a coffee with you guys. I really would. But if you can and you feel drawn to, please do. But don't feel bad if you don't. Just comment, like, share. Because I don't exist without you. It's not the other way around. And that's what Virgo is here to teach us. The interconnectedness of it all. Anyhow, I hope that made sense. Loads of love, Virgo. Bye.